The following program may contain coarse language, violence, nudity, mature subject matter, or scenes which may not be suitable for all viewers. Viewer discretion is advised.
This is the X-Zone Broadcast Network, broadcasting worldwide on broadcast affiliates and satellite program providers, including CNN Broadcast Network, Sirius Satellite Network, Star Media, Good News Radio Network, Angel Broadcast Network, Wiki Broadcast Network, and WPBN TV. For more information on the X-Zone Broadcast Network, visit us at www.xzbn.net.
All Hit Radio.
Welcome to the X-Zone, a place where fact is fiction and fiction is reality. Now, here's your host, Rob McConnell.
And good evening, everyone. Welcome to the X-Zone. My name is Rob McConnell, and for the next 4 hours, I'm your host and your guide as together we cross the time-space continuum to this place that I call the X-Zone. It's a place where people dare to believe and dare to be heard. It's a place where fact is fiction and fiction is reality. The X-Zone comes to you Monday through Friday from 10 p.m. Eastern until 2 a.m. Eastern around the world on the X-Zone Broadcast Network and our vastly and fast-growing broadcast affiliates. If you'd like to send me an email, xzone@xzoneradiotv.com. On all social media sites, X-Zone Radio TV, and our main website, www.xzoneradiotv.com. Our first guest tonight, X-Zone Nation, is Mary Jo Alpanes. We're talking to Mary Jo from her home in Buenos Aires, Argentina. Now, Mary Jo has been dedicated to essential astrology since 1998. Keeping a sustained practice of this discipline, approached as a tool that enables self-awareness, self-understanding, and thus the improvement of quality and standard of living. Astrologer at heart by vocation and conviction, in her daily practices are poured down all the experiences, knowledge, and techniques learned and personally practiced during the more than 20 years she has been practicing now, blended into a large body of energy handling training for everyday life. Joining me now is Mary Jo Alpanes. And Mary Jo, welcome to the X-Zone.
Okay, good night. Thank you for inviting me to your show.
It's really great having you with us. What was it that brought you to your interest in astrology?
Well, actually, I cannot explain. I was raised in a very conservative family, Catholic, and there were no relatives or friends which knew something about astrology. And I kept looking for years a career in order to satisfy my family, actually. But the point was everything went very good. Intelligence or learning wasn't the problem. The problem was a sadness and a sense of emptiness. So one day I was working at an office, a foreign affairs office in science and technology. And I remember the moment I was typing one afternoon in the computer.
Yes.
And a thought came to my mind. Today, I'm going to start studying astrology. So I went down, I bought some books, and then I looked for a place where to start learning. And that was 1996. And since then, I've been dedicated. First, I studied, and I did some postgraduate studies in a school here in Argentina. And, well, I've been dedicated to this, and this is my passion, and this is my conviction. I truly believe and know that we are energy, and that the energy of the cosmos and of the universe is the same as that we are made of. So the point for us to live better, not only to evolve, but to live better, is to get to know what is the composition of our energy fields, and what is the design we have created with our minds through our lifetimes. And the knowledge of that, knowing that, allows us to, first of all, understand, and then master the energy and be able to change whatever we want. Really, I mean it, whatever we want.
So basically, we are in charge of our own destiny. We can make the changes that we need to make to have a better life.
Absolutely.
I was just looking at the information that you sent us. You also have studied metaphysics, shamanism, esoteric astrology, yoga, oriental teachings, meditation, astrophysics, and quantum physics, and you've blended them all into a solid body of knowledge, and that you incorporate in your 24 years of experience. That is a lot of learning.
Yeah. I am studying quantum physics and astrophysics.
Wow.
But I'll let you know, 24 years ago, actually, also by chance, I started a path in my life. The first thing I did was a mental control course.
All right, what we're going to have to do here is I have to take a commercial break. Please stand by, Mary Jo. Exonation, Mary Jo Alpanes is our special guest. We're talking to Mary Jo in Buenos Aires, Argentina. Astrology is the course for tonight. I'll be back on the other side of this 2-minute commercial break. Don't go away. Modern Esoteric, Beyond Our Senses by Brad Olson, consummates the lifeology story about where humanity originates. It is the lost continents, the primitive wisdom, the mythos of creation, and the rethinking of ancient history as we are taught in academia. There is much more to the story than what we have been told. As this is the first book in the Esoteric series, Modern Esoteric starts at the beginning of time and accelerates up to this modern age. Future Esoteric is book 2 in the series and takes a forward-looking position ahead of today with an open and honest examination of the ET issue and various unexplained phenomena. To discover the writings of author Brad Olson, visit www.bradolson.com. That's www.bradolson.com. Named one of the world's greatest psychics, Elizabeth Joyce is now giving readings worldwide via Skype. Elizabeth Joyce is recognized for her clairvoyant ability to help find missing persons, her analysis of dreams, past life regression work, mediumship, and her accurate predictions. Elizabeth has been a frequent guest on the X-Zone radio show with yours truly, Rob McConnell, now for several years. For an appointment with Elizabeth Joyce, call 201-934-8986 or Skype at elizabeth.joyce. And for more information, you can always visit Elizabeth Joyce online at www.new-visions.com. Welcome back, everyone. Mary Jo Alpanes is our special guest. Mary Jo is speaking to us from Buenos Aires, Argentina. Her website is www.namkhar.com. That's www.namkhar.com. Sorry that I had to interrupt your story. You were telling us how some years ago your life, you ended up taking a different path. And I was wondering if you could just finish that for me, dear, and I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. A friend of mine started offering some courses, some mental control courses. So I took one. And that was a start. After that, I didn't know what I was starting, really. I had no idea. And, well, during this 24 years now, I've been practicing and studying metaphysics, shamanism, esotericism. Then after a few years later, I started studying astrology, and I'm dedicated to essential astrology, which mainly focuses on esoteric astrology, not predictive or future-oriented astrology. That's my line, okay?
Right.
And during all these years, I really had to put into practice the things I was learning. And sometimes it was tough, and sometimes it was difficult, but I'm really very glad of having done that because really I can tell that we have the power to transform ourselves. And that's the message. Everything we would like to become, we can. And everything is in our minds.
Tell me, how does it work? I thought that our destiny was written in the stars, but if we can change things in our life, how does that affect our destiny?
No, I think I have not the whole truth, okay?
Okay.
But what I think and what I have been able to see really and to experience is that destiny is not written anywhere, actually. It's true that we come with some issues to solve and with some issues to live and to experience. Good issues and not good issues. That is true. But that's a part. And I would say it's kind of 40%, 30% of our lives. The other 70 or 60% consists of creations of our mind, distorted creations of our mind. We experience things as childs, and then we start creating beliefs. And those beliefs are alive because they are made of mental energy and they are fed with emotion. So they are living entities, and they manifest out there, and that is our destiny. So for me, what I think is that becoming aware of the contents of our mind is the clue, because we can understand, we can correct distorted perceptions, ideas, and then after that we can cleanse our mental contents and we can start creating a new destiny. Everything is in the mind, and everything before coming to manifestation is an idea. A telephone, a clock, a pair of glasses, everything was first an idea, which then came into manifestation, into material manifestation. And our lives are such and the same. And the stars are made of the same elements, the same substance as we are. We are a little cosmos, and we are essentially the same